greatest, the greatest football organization ever to be assembled. You know what I mean?
They'll never win.
It's Saints on mine, so I don't know.
Hey, anytime a Saints fan start talking, man, hey, you know how they feel.
What you mean?
Look, they insecure about that shit. That nigga Drew Brees got the whole team insecure. Like, look, I ain't no Uncle Tom. Everybody thin skin. Everybody thin skin.
1-0.
Against who?
Tom Brady.
Say it again.
Tom Brady.
Who?
Tom Brady.
Chuck's man.
He didn't say the Patriots, so.
Nah, because the Patriots are 1-0, so he's the only one over here. If he watched football,
I'm not over here. Nothing.
He'd be the only one over here with a loss.
What are you talking about?
I said would be.
I'm over here
he
chilling.
He would be the only one with a loss right now if he was in the football like that.
We talking about the accident waiting to happen, Cowboys? Oh.
Man, this motherfucker. Man,
you know what's crazy? For you not to be a fan, you sure do let him get under your skin talking about them boys.
No, he's not under my skin. It's just annoying that I get sucked into a football conversation.
You did just get sucked all into that one.
When at the end of the day,
pause. Big pause.
Okay. But watch this, though. Watch this transition skill, man. Young Dirk said he the whole of Chicago. What y'all think about that?
Hell no, because Chance the Rapper's from fucking Chicago.
Pause, though. Hold on. He said he's the Jay-Z of Chicago. What I think, street shit. He's talking about, like, nigga, I'm the young nigga from the streets. I got the streets. And he's talking about, like, young Hove. Like, back in the day when he's coming right out the mud and the streets was excited. Like, oh, this nigga, this Hove nigga from the streets. Like, you know what I mean?
I think I'd give it more to Vic Mensa than I would Dirk.
Vic Mensa is more like
what?
Alternative type.
I like Vic. What music has he dropped lately?
He got a nice little song out right
Vic
now.
Dropped a little.
He got a nice little EP or something. A little EP or something. Hey, shout out to Vic.
That shit's all rap though. That shit's all straight hip hop.
I get what you're saying, but like I'm talking about his style is more eccentric and shit like that. I think
his clothing style is more eccentric.
That's what I said.
I thought you meant like music style.
And he does like more of it.
He's talking about Lil Durk still?
We're talking about Vic Mensa. I think Vic Mensa's more the Jay-Z. But actually, I don't know. I don't know what.
And at first, I thought Durko
like
was tripping, but then I thought about it and was like,
who else?
Nah, he kind of is that
who
nigga.
Else?
Because.
But you got Kanye from Chicago.
Nigga, Kanye is fucking 40-something plus years old. Nigga, Dirk is fucking in his 20s.
He's talking right now.
Of course. Nigga,
okay.
Why would he give a fuck about some shit when he was 8? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't talking about that era.
Forgetting Dirk is like
23,
24 years old.
Nigga, you just had a 30-something plus birthday.
I really did.
What did Jay-Z do when he was coming out that Dirk has done? That is comparing.
Well, Hov had the streets. He was a street legend.
So how does Dirk have the street?
Dirk is a Chicago street legend.
Wait. So now does Dirk? You talking about he has the streets of Chicago or he has the streets? Because didn't Jay-Z just have the streets? Jay-Z didn't just have the streets of New York, did he?
Nah, but he
started off more so Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was that dude, him and his crew.
He was
Everybody
the dude,
was doing their thing.
Get it out the mud and put his people
Emory,
on.
all them niggas, you know, they was all eating money. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I don't know why I'm talking. This is the fucking Jay-Z historian.
But I'm just saying, like, they was all doing their thing. I think what Durko was saying is that, like, I'm authentic. And my city holds me down. My hood, my city, they fuck with me. They chose me. Like, I'm the guy. There's no major label pushing my image. There's no I didn't need no cosign. I didn't have to go run up behind, you know, I didn't wait for some rap god to come save me, nigga. Like, no, this is me. I got it right out the mud. You niggas know me from my high school tape, nigga. I was nice. I hustled, nigga. I did this, I did that. Cause when you listen to Chicago niggas, they fuck with Dirk. Tough. We older. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like some shit when I be hearing from him, but I don't really check for the kid like that. But I can tell, you can tell when a young nigga got it though. Like when he got the juice.
I've never really listened to his music.
He got the juice though. Like, hey, he could hoop though.
Drake's latest thing and Nas' latest album, I've never really paid.
Well, yeah, no, and that tells you something though. That Nas put the kid on the album, like especially this album. You feel me?
Nah, Dirk nice.
It ain't even about, honestly.
Nice.
Before you go there, I'm not even gonna say like. I'm not even talking about his rap ability or music making skills. I'm just talking about his authenticity and his character.
Yeah.
And if you listen to like people that you would consider in this shady world, this shady game and industry, of high character, they speak highly of him. That's all. From all across the board, they all speak highly. So I think that got a lot to do with it too.
In respect to what, though?
So okay, do you think
his character, his moral
think
code,
that
his personality
is Hov from Chicago?
I don't even understand what that really means. So
I would lean towards I mean because as close as he can be, you know, like not to talk crazy on the airways, but you know what that entails, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what's rumored and
right,
what's documented,
allegedly.
Do your Googles, you know, Hov and them was really out there about that, and so if these young boys in Chicago follow behind this cat and his movement, and they saying he's their guy, and it's to the point where older heads with established, you know, reputations, they're vouching for it. Shit, who am I to say no? Who am I to say no?
Yeah, that's the thing too, is we don't know Dirk like that either.
Right.
Like if we knew him, we can make that answer a lot more. Right. And if he's been around as long as Jay-Z, we could also make that answer easier. But with him being so young,
off like young Hov. I'm talking about the young dude that came in the game.
No, but I mean, yeah, but we can go look back on Hov again and compare it still right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has something we have something to compare him to, type shit. So I mean, that would be more for the people of Chicago to say.
I say
because
that too.
I'm not from Chicago, so
right.
I don't know what. But here's a different. Jay-Z's reach was kind of further because
hold on, that's what I wanted to get into.
Jay-Z
no, hold on,
was,
that's separate.
You know what I'm saying?
That's separate because I want to say this. That's why I took the music out of it, because if you're talking music in impact, it's not even fucking close.
It's almost, not at all.
No disrespect to Durko, it's almost offensive. Like, nigga, what are you talking
Jay-Z
about?
be like, why the fuck is you?
Right.
Hey, thank God we're not signed to Tidal, nigga, because we might get
right. No, you're right.
We might get the call from Hov in the morning.
Like, nigga,
Hov might be like,
hey, but look, no, that's the thing. That's the thing, man. Like, it's not one of those. I don't think it's a musical conversation. I think it's an impact culturally. It's an impact in terms of support, and maybe a nod, even though we're older, stylistically, like not stylistically musically, but stylistically, like how dude is a what would you say, like a influencer, like, you know what I'm saying, culturally and curating wise, and like fashion.
He's a hood legend.
Fashion wise,
that's what I would. I
think fashion wise, he's stylish. And these young kids, nigga, Hov made niggas dress a different way.
But what I consider Hov,
maybe Dirk
young
does the same.
Hov, I consider that a street legend. He's a street legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not from Chicago, and Dirk's music hasn't had enough effect around the United States or the world for me to make that decision if he's a hood legend.
Yeah,
now,
if
I was from Chicago, I could make that call because I'd see his movement a lot more being in the city that
you would
from.
see his impact.
Right,
you know
exactly.
Like, I feel you.
Jay-Z's, he just reached further in his impact. So I don't know, because Jay-Z's impact was way different because everybody knew who Jay-Z was.
That's why I was asking.
After Reasonable Doubt, nigga, come on, man.
That's why I was asking what has
everybody.
But listen to what he said. Chicago Jay-Z.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Still, that's what
I would know, but I can't. I don't know.
Yeah,
the reason I could no, but why I'm saying I could tell from Jay-Z is because I could see Jay-Z's impact just from the music that was getting released all over the world. I don't know. I don't feel the same impact has come for me to be like, he's running Chicago.
Yeah, that's
Chicago's
what I was saying.
on him.
Well, go ahead. No, I was about to say that too.
I was just gonna say, when niggas make those type of statements, they have to put comparison behind it. I'm the Chicago Jay-Z because
I feel
done
like
this, I've done
that's
that,
facts.
and y'all remember Jay-Z did this, Jay-Z did that.
That's facts.
You know, so
ain't nobody gonna say I'm the Chicago Vanilla Ice.
Right.
They're gonna say they're the man,
so
the
you
billionaire.
be like, if y'all put us both together, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you guys cannot argue that I'm not the Jay-Z of Chicago.
That's facts.
When niggas make those type of statements, they should put a reason behind it. They should put an explanation behind it. So
and the funny thing is, you know, this media game, he probably did.
Right.
And that's just all we got. It's all like leaked out. It's like, Dirk said he's the Chicago Jay-Z.
Nah, but you know nowadays these young dudes they really don't be articulating themselves to that point where
Nah.
they,
They don't,
where they
you're right.
put
That's a fact.
reason
That's
and
a fact.
explanation behind what they're thinking.
You know
and
the
what
one
they're
nigga
talking
that
about.
does always explain himself the thoroughness is that nigga the baby. If you see him on any interview,
Yeah, he's
like
good at
he
it.
ain't gonna give
Like,
you
you know-
you're gonna have to try and find.
But
a
he's
sound
older
bite.
though. He's older.
He's like 28ish, I think.
I thought he was like 30. But go ahead.
But you know, one of the niggas
I don't know. I don't wanna
that
put
is
that on
I'm
him.
gonna fact check right now.
one of the dudes that I do not like in interviews is Lil Wayne. That dude is so incoherent.
There's no sense
with
in
his
ever
message,
like really.
man.
If you really are
He
trying to get an
just-
interview and get information out, there's
Man,
no reason to
I
interview
can't,
a little.
you know, niggas like Young Thug, his interviews be just, like, bruh,
The
come
baby's
on, man.
28.
Oh, so you
He's
right.
close.
So, but did y'all see the boy?
Yeah, thank you. You see,
He
it's struggling
had
with
to-
it.
you see how he had to stop
This
himself.
nigga wanted to do it
tough right
again,
now. He
nigga,
really
like-
wanted to put that on us again.
Go ahead.
You ain't shit, Chuck.
Go ahead, Chuck.
He know it too.
Dio, go ahead, man. Get your shit off.
The boy at the town hall yesterday, and I don't even know for what, I think so this is the shit that pisses me off about this whole thing is, usually common, they're good, you know what I'm saying? They're somewhat connish, about their cons.
Right.
It's like this dude is not even it's not even a good comment. It's just an ordinary idiot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and if you're listening, man, he's talking about the white dude in the White House.
So
You mean the orange dude in the White House?
I stand corrected.
so
The orange dude in the White House. Shout out to all my white people. I love y'all. I didn't mean to put him
I
on.
mean,
Go ahead.
the dude is just, oh my gosh. I mean, the shit is, again, if this shit was not so serious, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time, So they had a lady ask him about, pre-existing conditions and the fact that Obamacare was, what brought that into fruition.
I was
And
excluding that.
and what is he going to do? And, in the middle of her asking the question, she said, should pre-existing conditions be removed? He said, no. She was like, excuse me, let me finish my question. And you can just tell, you know what I'm saying? It's body language. You can tell that
You don't like getting questioned by women.
you don't. And then it was a black woman at that, and
yeah,
then
he was tight.
It's not
Talk
even
was
that.
tight.
You can just tell that, he was filming. You know what I'm saying? Because it was ordinary people that was getting to ask him. And when he does his press conferences, these reporters cannot even get their question off sometimes before he gets to rambling on about whatever bullshit he wants to ramble on. So
Right.
his body language, you can tell, he was jittery, he was not comfortable, and he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about the whole time. And then he told her that, he said, no, pre-existing condition, I'm going to protect it. And the moderator was like, bruh, you're fighting this shit in court right now.
Like, what are you
know what I'm
talking
saying?
about?
And then he said, oh yeah, it's because, I'm going to come out with my own plan. And then the moderator is like, yo, when I met with you last year, you said you had a plan coming out in 2 weeks. Recently, you told Chris Wallace you have a plan coming out in another 2 weeks. We ain't seen no plan yet. He said, I got it already.
Oh my god.
Hey, bro, you just gotta understand.
So hold on, this nigga was flopping around like a fish out of water out there.
Yeah, bro. Like,
God damn.
you gotta understand this nigga's a fucking Donald Trump is a professional liar. Like, he lied about being a billionaire for
he's
years.
a professional
He lied
idiot.
about his taxes. He lied about he fucking partially helped ruin Atlantic City, New Jersey. Like, you can't tell him anything. You know what I mean? He's just a narcissistic guy, man.
Again, comments. Comments are supposed to be good at what they do, but this dude, he said, I got it already. And the moderator was like, where is it at? But then he allowed him.
He has wealth and privilege.
he allowed them to keep rambling on. And
Right.
then another thing about these moderators is this: is please, if not even moderators, reporters, broadcasters, news people, whatever the
media.
fuck
Just
you call yourself,
mainstream media.
you know, when these motherfuckers are answering questions that you know is blatantly bullshit, like nigga, don't allow them to keep talking. Like, bro, cut that shit the fuck off. You know, and if there's truth behind the lie that they're telling, put that truth out there right the fuck away. Like, nah, nigga, that's bullshit, because this is the real shit right here.
Right,
And
right.
stay on that shit. Don't allow them to keep suckling back, and then just tell them, hey, man, if you're going to keep suckling back, get the fuck off the show, nigga.
Well, no,
'Cause-
the reason why you can't do that.
You're
Because
talking about Donald Trump, the president of the United
No,
States.
I'm
though.
talking
That's a
about all
completely-
these politicians, period.
No, okay, so let's go
Well,
there.
you were just talking about
No, hold
one
on, wait,
in-
stop. No,
okay.
hold on, stop. 'Cause
Right,
even
right.
if you go just Donald Trump,
Right.
let's say now it's just Joe Blow, U.S. senator. That's still a U.S. congressman. That still demands deference when they walk in the room. There's still a Secret Service sweep. You will lose your job in corporate mainstream media if you make one of those people uncomfortable without being prompted to.
You will never be invited back to that.
You
to be
won't
asked
have
that question.
Hey, I
to
think-
ask those questions.
hey, I don't
again.
know the name of the people that created it, so I can't shout that out individually. But everyone should go watch this documentary called Outfoxed, and it's about Fox News, man, and like how it became what it is today. Professional journalists that had to walk away and then were sued, you know what I mean, because they were speaking publicly about the practices and the lies, and you know the way they, you know, it's just it's a mess, man. Everyone should look at, you know, check that out, because you start seeing when corporate money dominates the sponsorship and dominates and controls the media. You have these issues. You have these issues where we can look at them and be like, they're a goddamn lie. Everybody knows. Or why didn't they ask him this? Why would they let him say that on national TV knowing that that's a lie? Because they're a part of it. Because the very people that Donald Trump is working for, who are the very people that own the corporate media world. It's not very many men and women. Like it's a handful of people that own every media outlet. And so when you look at it like that, I think that's really why corporate media is really keeping their eye on podcasting, and YouTubers and things alike, because they realize like, oh, there's a power there that they're yielding that we don't necessarily dominate and control yet. You know what I mean? And so it's just one of those things. And now, yes, you have to vet more things because there's more people giving you spews. And this is not a news podcast. So if you're getting all your news and facts about the world from us three, you're a fucking idiot.
Don't do that.
Right.
Don't
Please
do it.
don't do
Like,
that.
Please don't
Not to
do
say
it.
that we're misinformed,
Don't do it.
but
Yeah,
But that's
we
not
are
our
not
job.
a fucking news source.
That's not our job. You know what I mean? I'm chopping it up with my friends.
talking
this is,
shit.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is always
So,
talking shit.
we
so
talking
not
our
seeing-
shit.
Not CNN.
We're as informed as, you know,
As-
we are at the moment.
CNN don't
Yeah.
even give
I might
you
say
the
some.
right
Hey, look, man.
information,
I might
so-
say some shit
He
on
said
here.
we're as informed as we are
I
at
might
the
say some
moment.
shit on here and read tonight. Like, damn, I was wrong.
Wrong than a motherfucker.
You're not getting a rebuttal.
But see, that's
Right.
We on to the next
That's
one.
the beautiful. Hey, the beautiful thing about that is that means just somebody get in the comments and just get on your ass.
Right,
one
man.
time.
It's cool. I'm never gonna read them. Hey, good fun.
He's a goddamn lie. I guarantee.
Good
We're
friend,
gonna
fun.
do a whole episode where we just read comments on episodes, nigga. When we get to that point,
Knock yourself out.
we're gonna do a little segment. But I've just decided.
Oh, just now you just decided.
no,
huh?
not that. This is gonna make you laugh. So, Dio. I've designated Dio the Donald Trump news source of the show.
Hell no. I'm not going through that, nigga. No, nigga. Fuck no.
This nigga has
Because I'm not
always
talking
got to
about
do
Donald
his
Trump
shit
every day
about
on our
Donald
platform.
Trump.
I'm not talking about this nigga every day, fam.
episode.
Fuck that nigga. Hey, and on top of that, we don't need to designate it. He's already that.
He's
fam.
already that.
He's already. This nigga's already gonna come in, nigga, and be grumpy. Like the thing. This is the funny part about Dio when it comes to Trump. You I almost hit him.
Bruh, his
You know,
boy,
our boy,
his,
right?
his man's,
with your boy.
his man's.
So Fuck it, we just gonna start calling him old boy.
Oh boy.
Well, this is the problem. This is the
No,
problem.
we gonna call him Duke.
He's definitely a Duke. He's definitely
That
a Duke.
nigga's Duke.
He fits the description of a Duke. All right, so Duke, we know. Maybe everybody don't. Let me not speak for everyone. I am well, the thing is, but the thing is, dog fam, I'm a native New Yorker, so like even when I go back home to visit as like a kid and shit, like you just hear the disdain for Trump. You've heard that shit. You hear the like sarcasm. Like people try to spin it now like it was a time that he was popping. Like, no, he wasn't. Fam, this cat was always kind of a joke. You know what I mean? Like he just was always, pushing to be a celebrity. Like whatever. His name is brand recognition. Where his genius is that he understands brand recognition. So when he goes around the world branding nice buildings and entities and making us think synonymously Trump and money and nice things, it goes all within his con. And like what he's talking about is the fact that you're a successful con man that conned your way into the White House and you're not even good at conning a good con. What we're talking about is systemic racism and white privilege connected that allows him to get in this position.
Or is, as far as the con thing, I wanted to say it back when he was talking, but I didn't want to cut him off. But I'm going to lose this train of thought.
Go ahead, get your shit off, man.
It's quick.
I ain't mad.
Or is he the best con man because he's doing the dumbest con ever and they're falling for it?
Well, this is my thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I would want to say that.
Conning the dumbest
but who's falling
motherfuckers.
for it? I would want to say that. Look, I would want to say that.
Do you know who?
What he exposed,
a lot of people falling for it.
No, this is my thing, though. I think that's the wool over our eyes. I think that there's a lot of fake outrage at Trump. I think that a lot of people get on TV, mock him. A lot of people, like comments, and a lot of people speak ill about him because it's not culturally accepting to just openly embrace him in all sectors of life. But I think a lot of people go home and be like proud that he says some racist shit that they can't say.
The coldest shit to me
That's
is like
me
all the rappers that bigged this nigga up throughout most of their fucking careers, and we know many of them to find out what he is.
He's a con man.
No, this is the thing, though. This is the thing.
Con man, there you go.
But this is the thing.
He's running the best.
No. I want to talk about that. That's a good thing. Me and my man was having a conversation about that a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things that he's an older gentleman. Like he pointed this out to me. Cause I got on Hov. I was like, man, cause even Hov was still rapping about I got a place at the Trump,
Right.
And he was just like, yeah, but you gotta understand. He said when Puff Daddy and Hov were in I don't know how do I say it. When they were not, I want to say hanging out, but when they were like meeting Trump and having dealings with him, because Trump sits on the outside of the aristocrat culture, although he had the funding. At one point in time, if not still now, he's wealthy. He was never really accepted with the old money crowd of New York. So Jay-Z ain't gonna be accepted. Puff ain't gonna be accepted. How did they get some of these deals? Meeting motherfuckers at Trump parties. Trump was a bridge for the comedian, the athlete, the rock star, the porn star, the basketball player to get in a room with a, and I don't want to put someone on his name, I'm just using him as an example, with the Bill Gates-esque crowd.
Right.
With the
Bezos,
with the man,
Buffett.
with the Clintons.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? With the Epsteins of the world. With the Weinsteins of the world. And that's how he became kind of a celebrity fixture. So when they launched The Apprentice and it was a success, that's fucking 30 years of propaganda saying this dude is some kind of financial wizard. Nobody but people that mattered, like in the world of journalism, was combing through this dude's financial records. But you can lose your job speaking out about that. You can lose your job running that story because he's golf buddies or he's pedophile buddies with your fucking CEO or with the editor-in-chief of your magazine. That's how Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein was able to get stories in the New York Times, et cetera, buried because y'all all over here on this private island doing wild shit that y'all don't want the world to see together. Yeah, you're not running no story on me. And that lady makes $100,000 a year tops. Nigga, get her the fuck out of here.
100,000 K.
Give her. Yeah, I know. I don't even mean to say it like that, but whatever. give her, give her, give her a little severance package and get her the fuck out of here, nigga. With a, you know what I'm saying? With an NDA. And that's just what we up against, you know, and it's just something to pay attention to. It's something that we should never stop talking about. I think that's our duty as American citizens. And that's why we always talking shit. That's why we got into this podcast game. That's why motherfuckers didn't finish his journalism degree and try to get on TV. Try to work for the news organization. When the last time you learned something from the news outside of, you know, very specific things?
The only time you learn
they telling something about Dieter or something.
If you learn something from the news that's that valuable, usually the person telling you ain't on this earth for much longer after that.
Well, I mean, shit, we've seen that too. I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but we definitely have seen that too. I mean, there's always been a war against the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Conspiratorial. Look at with Eric Snow. Is that his name?
Eric Snowden.
Yeah. So he ever comes back here, they're gonna kill him, and there ain't nothing conspiracy about what he talked about.
Yeah, but he did some shit that I don't want to get. Yeah, hey man, they kill you over treason.
Nigga, they might hang. They gonna hang that nigga.
I didn't make the rules.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
the irony of that is he's in Russia.
But he was somebody that taught us something, right? And the shit that he taught us,
maybe I guess
is something that they did not want to be taught to us, and that's why they want to hang this nigga.
Well, yeah, man. There's no escaping that. I don't. You know. I just think that, in my opinion, man, I don't know. I think some people will call him a patriot, and then some people will say that he's a fool or a traitor.
I feel like he's a patriot. I feel like a traitor. How? By trying to inform the American people about the shit America tries to sweep under the fucking rug.
The funny thing to me is I'm like, bro, you didn't have to do that. Bro, this is the thing. Let's keep it a buck. If you're a black person in America, you don't need no fucking documents, double agent, conspiratorial. You don't need none of that shit. You know how vicious America is. It's non-black Americans sometimes that need to be reminded that, yo, these motherfuckers, if you've been through what our ancestors been through in this country, why in the hell would you think that they're not doing the things that they're doing around the world to other people when they have more gadgets, more resources, more reach, more power? They have more power now when they made us slaves. When they bred us like animals and cattle. They had more power then. I mean, less power then. They got more power now, more technology, more surveillance now. The shit that we saying right now is gonna land us on some kind of government list. I'm just saying, like, that's just what it is. And the thing is, this internet culture, bro, like, not even the internet culture, the social media culture, the motherfuckers telling the guy, we made it real sweet for these cats.
Real easy.
Real sweet. You know what I mean?
Real easy to track
you can
down.
You can be in a new city tomorrow, log in, and find out where all the work at. What makes you think that there's no CIA, FBI, same thing? They got computers too, fam. They got Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? They got motherfuckers sitting right on the computer, acting like a badass bitch, nigga.
Cops got Wi-Fi in the car.
They got all that. So what we talking about? You know what I mean? It's just it's about knowing the circumstances in which we live. I think sometimes cats live their life outdated, and I think part of that is because a lot of parents raise their children for the world that they were in. Get off my juice, boy. Don't ever do that. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, man.
It's not because I want to see if you have something on there because I was going to put 2 points on the board.
Did he touch the black man's radio?
Touch the black man's radio, man. This nigga here touching black man's radios. And he an audio guy. He know better. He either calling me a punk or not a black man.
Both. Nigga.
Oh, bitch ass.
You knew what was going with me, nigga. Both.
But no, what you need? Hey, what you need, bro?
Hey, I was just.
Keem for Winfrey over here.
Look here. Charlemagne the God.
Oh, here you go again, man.
Nah. Why the fuck is he just keep fucking with the nigga Joe?
Bro, you can't take sides. You don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story.
I'm not taking sides. I'm asking. I'm like, why?
Why they got a little tiff?
Right, that'd be like, okay, so you my mans, bro.
They got a little tiff,
You've
man.
always been my mans, bro.
They got a tiff.
And as much as like Joe tries to show love to this nigga, or as much as Joe says he shows love, I don't know. I don't hear Charlamagne's side of it. But Charlamagne says they got love for each other and shit. Here's my thing: is like if you were on a podcast somewhere else, right?
Right.
And I was Charlamagne, I'm not gonna talk shit about you and your business dealings. You know what I'm saying? And then keep big upping you every other time, because that's bullshit. That's two-faced. I don't.
I think you got two
like I
things
said,
working.
I don't know both
I respect
sides.
it. I respect what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? I don't know both sides.
I think you. Let me see that later. I think you got two things working at Bay right now.
I don't know
think
both
no, not
sides,
you
you know what I'm
particularly.
saying?
I think you got Charlamagne and them. They got a relationship. They cool. Boom. And then you got like they are competition. I don't think Joe's position is that I'm competing with you, because he's doing something different. He's trying to own this shit. He's fighting for something. Charlamagne is fighting for something, but he's doing it in my opinion, somewhat of an outdated model.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's very corporate friendly. It's very, I'm working with these and that's cool. We need that too. We need somebody on the inside of corporations pulling them towards our direction, and we need cats that's out there like saying, fuck y'all not owning my shit, y'all not owning half of my shit, y'all not owning some of my shit. We can partner together. You need both. So I think right now it just sucks that maybe both of them are fighting that fight from different points, and they happen to be peoples.
But what
because you naturally throw stones at each other.
I don't mean so much as like competition, but what I'm saying is I'm not gonna keep talking shit about you as a fucking black man trying to make a move in this media and get a hold of a corner of this motherfucking corner of market.
But when everything you have to get put together, because Charlamagne is employing a lot of black people.
I'm not saying he's
not.
I
know.
Charlamagne
Wait,
does
I'm not
a
saying that
bunch
to you.
for, like,
Let me get my
you
shit
know
on.
what
I'm not saying that to you. What I'm saying is he's employing a lot of black. He got a lot of people depending. These deals and shit with the drink champs and all that shit. He got all these deals out there. But his driving seat and vehicle is the Breakfast Club. They shouldn't be successful the way they are because it's a fucking morning radio show out of New York that then went syndicated all over the fucking world. And it moves like a successful podcast, but it's really just a fucking radio show.
It's a morning radio
and
show.
so
It's a live
in the radio show,
that...
you have to drive the narratives. You have to push certain things. That's why a lot of people get turned off by the radio. Nigga, you're going to hear about Joe Budden jacking off a dog allegedly in the radio show in the morning break. That's the kind of media and news bullshit that they push. So even though Charlamagne then like warp that shit into like an informative space when they can have Umar Johnsons and the all the other type of thinkers and shit like that on there, Angela Rise and all those type of people, it's still a morning radio show. So I think that like that's part of it. Charlamagne got famous, got his start with Wendy Williams. He got famous kind of like talking that shit, making fun and poking, and I think that's part of his shtick still.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Would you do me like that?
No,
like if
because
motherfuckers was spreading fucking rumors about me, you say you my man's on the radio. Would you put my shit? Would you jump on that wagon? Would you be like, stop talking about my man's like that?
We don't but you don't know the relationship between Joe and Charlamagne.
Well, no, I know that they friends. They got a relationship.
I know they're friends,
but I'm just asking from a personal standpoint on me and this nigga's relationship.
What I'm saying is, we really don't know the inner workings. We don't know the inner workings of their relationship.
Not at all.
That's facts.
They might not really fuck each other like this.
Right. And number two, I don't know the inner workings of their relationship either. But what I didn't like that Charlamagne said was the fact that, if everybody else is getting good deals,
it's got to be you. Yeah, that's
it's got to be, Joe Budden's. Like it almost seemed like he was attacking his personality or his character.
It was a swipe.
And I felt like that was.
But I'm gonna tell you where I think that came from. I think that came from Joe popping his shit a little bit and saying like, "Yo, well, nigga, we not." Basically, in so many words, he told him like, "Son, we not even in the same lane. Like, you have an employer. I own my shit. Nobody can tell me to make a corny joke about my friend because it drives the numbers up. Nobody tells me who I have to sit down and talk to because they got a hit single or because their label paid for streams." Right? Or for an interview. Nobody tells me that. Like, so it's something different. That's all he was saying. And I think the way he said it, he got into the fact that about the money they making and all type of shit like that without getting into it. I felt like maybe if you Charlemagne and you hear that, you don't know in this world how he heard it. Did he hear the whole thing in context? Or did he just hear somebody give him a little snippet like, oh, that's going in on you, and he ran with it? I think that shit is a phone conversation away.
It wasn't a snippet. That was blatantly what that nigga Charlemagne said. But what I think needs to happen is both them niggas just need to...
No, I'm talking about a snippet from Joe.
You know, right. So they just need to get together and work that and talk that shit out and pack it up. You know, I think that's
they
really
both need it.
There's
in this space that we in, they're both needed. They're both giants in this space.
I don't really think there's really any beef there.
It ain't.
You know, Charlemagne said something wrong as far as I was as far as I'm concerned. You know,
because it feels like you're caping for them when you say that.
The other corny shit that Charlemagne did too was try to tell Joe how much fucking Rory and Park should be getting paid.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Like, that was some real cornball shit too. Like, why the fuck are you speaking on two other men's fucking checks and pockets and balances?
And the thing is, man, people will always try to divide a good thing. Like Rory Parks and Maul nigga, I don't want to hear the podcast without them.
Or I mean Maul and Rory. He tried to tell them what them two should get paid.
I don't want to hear the podcast
Parks.
without them. I don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear
because
the podcast
at this point
them.
It wouldn't be the same. It's 380
thing,
episodes we done heard. 380 something episodes we done heard with them. It's just like when they changed fucking Aunt Viv and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It took us a long
time to get over that.
Get used to that.
It did take, it did take a while to get over that. I ain't gonna lie, that's a great fucking point.
It was the Doc and Viv first, right?
Right. It's a great point. That's a great point, bro. That's a great fucking point. Cause that shit had me. You know, I was a shorty then too. That had me fucked up a little bit. Like, man, why they do that? You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, Aunt Viv was cool and it worked out.
And it's like, and you know what's fucked up about that? They did the
reunion shit. I seen it.
Reunion show. But it's like, how do you not have original Aunt Viv too, though?
She was there.
Was she?
Yeah,
okay, because I'm like, that's.
Hey, the funny thing is, I was thinking that shit too, because the first like clip of pictures I seen didn't show her.
She was in the first half of that show.
But then it showed that like she was a part of the.
Okay.
They did that shit dope, and her and Will reconciled, because that's really what it was. Right. She's so professional. I don't want to speak to their issue because I really don't even know it in full, but I think it was along the lines of, because the other girl that played Hillary was saying it too. She said they all was annoyed with Will when he first started, because Will was the first. Like this was the first tale that these rapper niggas are about to take over acting too. And so what it was like Will came in there, and he's a hard working dude and stuff. But at first he came in there on some rap shit. Like, rappers have a beautiful mind in the fact that they have great retention. And so he would memorize all the like lyrics, all the fucking words. Right. And so he would memorize everybody's shit, everybody's role, right? Everybody's speaking points. And then while you're talking and he's looking at you and you got the A camera, he's mouthing with you.